people. Citizen FM Abuja. Now we be the voice of the people. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Make we join our hearts to build a nation of our dreams. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Your problem is my problem and my joy is your joy. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Make we join our hearts to build a nation of our dreams. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Your problem is my problem and my joy is your joy.
This young boy claims that it's hard to maintain cause he gets discriminated due to race. And this young girl says they don't judge her by her brain, too busy looking at her body and her face. Let's talk about life, let's talk about love. If we talk about love, then we should talk about us. And if we're talking about us, we need to talk about growth. They talk about you, but they should talk about both. It's easier to hate now and harder to care. We used to offer help, now we gossip and stare. Comment, like, swipe, share. Hate used to be rare, now you see it everywhere. Man wants to be radical and take away life. Behaving like an animal, you see it in his eyes. Load up his weapon, walk in, aim. 51 body count like a computer game. And we wanna share the video to what entertain. Lost in the crowd watching life on the stage. It's a terrible state, yesterday was heartbreak. Today she's back on YouTube putting makeup on her face. And the men are all the same, but I don't complain. We don't help each other, we the slander and shame. Do something good, they forget about your name. When you do something bad, watch how fast you find fame. Inside the body, there's a piece of flesh. If this flesh is good, then also is the rest. Verily, it is the heart. What a life y'all lost. Sitting here wishing that I could press restart.
People killing, people dying, shooting hurt and you hear them crying. Do you practice what you preach, or do you turn the other cheek? Allah, 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 help us, send us guidance from above. Cause people got me questioning, where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? The love, the love.
What happened to the love and what happened to the peace? We got wars in the streets and wars in the Middle East. Gunshots, bombs drop, people flee. And now we have millions of refugees that are scattered overseas. And I've become numb to the tragedies as we add another number to the casualties. Another kid gets stripped from his family. I'm asking myself what has happened to humanity. And they want to talk to us about terrorism, despite the killings by the far right and white supremacism. But I guess all that is irrelevant to the president of the USA who wants to make America great. But all he's ever done was make America hate. And gun crimes at its highest ever rate. Mosques get shot and schools get sprayed. Then nothing's gonna change when politicians are paid by the NRA. And we wonder why they're so corrupt. But it's okay, cause in God we trust. And even if it's all we got everything we need. As the prophet told us, you will never enter paradise until you believe. And you will never believe until you start to love. And in order to love, you need to spread the peace.
We need some peace and quiet in this world. So tired of the fighting and the wars. Put the knives down, put the guns down. Stop the mothers crying cause the child's gone now. Stop the killing cause nobody's winning. Can we stop the sinning? People killing, people dying, shooting hurt and you hear them crying. Do you practice what you preach, or do you turn the other cheek? Allah, 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 help us, send us guidance from above. Cause people got me questioning, where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? The love, the love.
Too comfortable with the way that we living. We forget about the orphanage children. Poverty a weapon doing all the killing. Desensitized is a way that we feeling. Being silent is a form of abuse. When my people end up dead on the news. Television telling lies in disguise of the truth. Make a difference with these words is my oath in the booth. Yeah. Never divide, gotta unite against the same. Leaving mosque and body bags and headed straight to heaven's gates. Trying to survive, victim of oppressor, choose a side. Aiming for the physical, but never gonna kill the faith. Our legacy gon' live forever. If one of us is cold, we gon' land the sweater. Feet to feet, stand strong, 10 toes on the carpet. Though we ain't blood, break bread if you starving. Where was the love for the villages in Mali? Selected with your morning, so we see through your sorries. Assimilating to the system, standing for what's right, left, Ilhan. Ridiculed just cause she's a hijabi. Haven't forgot about the families in Palestine. Rohingyas getting burned alive in Burma. Muslims put in concentration camps in China. These situations that you probably never heard of. Islam the fastest growing religion. White supremacists playing a part of spreading the message. If we all how we portray, then everybody be finished. I set the record like Guinness, never framing our image.
People killing, people dying, children hurt and you hear them crying. Do you practice what you preach, or do you turn the other cheek? Allah, 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 help us, send us guidance from above. Cause people got me questioning, where is the love?
Citizen FM Abuja. Now we be the voice of the people. Citizen FM Abuja. Now we be the voice of the people. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Make we join our hearts to build a nation of our dream. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Your problem is my problem and my joy is your joy. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Make we join our hearts to build a nation of our dream. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Your problem is my problem and my joy is your joy. Epa!
To sharp, based on how they go, still on steel. I tell you, say, 8 o'clock knock like this, we go switch gear, enter inside of the matter of Big Talk. Yes, the Big Talk this morning. All right, on top of the radio, Super Citizen at sunrise for Citizen FM 93.7 for Abuja. Now here with Day and Scoff, you fit check us out on top www.citizenfm.ng, and you fit share the link to your friends, your family, for WhatsApp, for social media. Make our man join the family. Okay? And as that one still happen by the side, you still check us out if you day into internet, you day into social media. You fit check us out on top of YouTube. We did there Citizen FM 937. We did there live. You got to watch us waiting to play live for inside of the studio. And no scoff, you self way there around the vicinity, you there around us here. If you still check us out on top of 937, that the frequency modulation will be FM of 93.7. Hey. Just 93.7. You're going to hear us. If you're there inside Abuja or you're there for Nasarawa side. All right, so now so the thing go big talk. Now the time where we don't enter 10 minutes past 8 o'clock. Now waiting time on the talk 10 minutes past 8, and the time to check one or two things when it be say it consign us as it be. All right, they call me the chief priest. I balance well for here. This one go take us go reach where 9 o'clock day, and when 9 o'clock knock up come like this, we go switch the gear, enter inside of the newsroom so that we go get information within the play. All right, 11 days, 23 hours, 48 minutes, and the seconds are counted for the one we concern the next presidential and national assembly election. We go SOP on the 25th of February 2023. Many permutations. People don't they calculate. They do many things. Polls don't they go on. Different polls they go on here and there. All right. Many things they ground. Now, but we want to try make we still they close in small on some of the candidates. Them make we close in on them. Make we understand one or two things as it be. All right. We check them now. But make I just give you small. Make I give you small background. You know, you talk about some of the candidates. Now they get about 18 of them. All right, where they contest for this whole matter, and then inside of that 18, well, we'll talk say like 9 be the leading contenders according to how they go take on 4 of them. Who be this particular 4? Well, you know. But make I still recap or reiterate or still bring and come outside, say the 4 leading contenders out of the others, and of course the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party with the before vice president for inside of Nigeria here, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. Now be the standard bearer or flag bearer or they bear something on behalf of the party. That be the presidential candidate on behalf of the party of the PDP. All right, then one of the major or one of the key or one of the leading contenders. Then we can still get Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. When it be said I'm be before governor for inside of Lagos State, Nigeria, 2-time governor for Lagos State. He don't be senator for inside of the country, and of course he don't play key roles for inside of governments after in commot actively for government. He don't play key roles for different states for around the southwest, and even for the federal level. They credit him as now one of the people who champion or who help to bring this particular government in power for inside of 2015 there when they said they do strong merger ACN CPC where they do strong merger take form APC. So now when they said they take power for inside of 2020 for inside of 2015. All right, so he there as one of the leading contenders. Then we can't get normally now 2 sides. Our elections, we check our history, most times now 2 key people. They'll say 2 main political parties or 2 major political parties. And also then they always talk about. But you know, something comes up, we can still get somebody again will come out, we be said in the column Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwanso of the NNPP. Now in come outside now according to Ginger self, say based on 1 or 2, normally it gets alliance talk where they be the talk about with him and the Labour Party. The alliance be no pure. They know work out, so everybody fly in banner, everybody carry in standard, they go, they're standard bearers, everybody face their front. Musa Rabiu Kwankwanso, Senator Musa Rabiu Kwankwanso of the NNPP. Now, Oscoff, say now somebody when they be say ain't on there around, a former defense minister for inside of the country, and Oscoff, now former governor too for inside of Kano State. And Kano State, now very key state for inside of the election matters. All right, so and Oscoff, that one in there. Then we can still get Mr. Peter Obi of the Labour Party when he be said before, just some months ago or just less than 1 year ago, people really know they really talk about and so much like that. But all of a sudden, the man burst out to pool crowd. The crowd winning the pool. People they hear but some people don't talk. Say this crowd is internet crowd now. It's only on the internet. Say he no really get the physical structure outside of the internet to take put them for there. All right, these are the things. These are the candidates, and now waiting people the yarn. Some of them. So we want check them. We will check them based on one or two. And I get somebody when they say could join us much later, maybe in the next 10-15 minutes, I believe. You go enter inside of the studio here. We could rush some of the talks then where they ground about one of these particular candidates. All right, one of them we will close in. We will narrow down on one of these candidates. We could talk about some of the matters where they concern them, because as with the near election, so we need to gather ourselves, to prepare ourselves mentally for the elections. Now, quickly, if we, before we even close down on one of the candidates, it is very hard to write off any of these guys. Any of the presidential candidates, it is very hard to say, I beg. No, these people, they don't work hard to get to where they don't work hard to get to where they sit down put today. Because if you talk about, if you start to look at them very critically, you go say, okay, we know that realm or that frequency of two major political parties again, at least for now. Maybe next election if it still change, but for now, they had to say now between this versus this. At least you go say at least three people, or maybe four of them. All right. So now, if you're going to check them based on one or two, some of the things they there. For instance, make we start with Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso of the NNPP. For instance, now one of the things where they work for him, he gets this movement, what they call the Kwankwasia movement. And some people they call them red cap movement. That red cap when they always wear for inside of Kano. Now very now movement will get level for Kano. And some parts of Katsina and maybe some parts of Jigawa, then get level red cap movement. You don't go fit to underestimate the crowd when they go fit pool for inside of that region, for that Kano state for there. Okay, so you know go fit to come outside, especially the votes of Kano. You know go fit come outside dismiss somebody like Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, say no. You know go fit dismiss that because now that the influence of the Kwankwasia movement and something we don't day for years, we don't the ginger, they rise, they swell up like Gary Jebu. So in the background self, the ginger. Now, but some people now don't they reason and say based on one or two. Kwankwaso no really get the spread, according by House of Bills. They say no really get the spread to win across the country. Remember, so you're going to need like 25, you're going to need to win the 25 states, and you don't really get that spread according to how many analysts don't put them. Okay? But some people still talk, say, even if you don't get that spread, say, if you come outside, if it still make the difference, if we still decide who go win this election, if we move that in support base, stand behind any of the other three. So that's one way for him to make the difference based on how they be. So that one day there, but himself don't come outside to talk, say lie to lie. He know they step down for anybody. Say him gallant for ground. Say him, he know fit step down for anybody until the matter take the beat. Now, make we go to Labour Party. Now, before Peter Obi bust outside as the presidential candidate of Labour Party, nobody people been the reason I say, I beg you, but like play, he don't come outside. Even when he come outside, some people see the ginger, say an internet sensation. Some people say 4 people tweeting in a room, different things when they talk. But you see the crowd, you see the things when they do. The crowd when in the pool, gradually, they pull the crowd and. Like play, from 2 main contenders, we get 3. Then if you add NNPP, 4. So that crowd when in the pool, that's influence when him been done the guy that talk about Mr. Peter Obi of the Labour Party. He don't put out for that place where himself don't become one of the top contenders for inside of the elections. As a matter of fact, according to 1 or 2 polls where they don't come outside, they say him, according by the polls, the result, by the way, make I just talk and clearly, polls not be the same thing as votes. Some people will do those polls, some people, they very interior villages where they don't do polls, but when the election come, they go vote. So poll doesn't translate to election result. But according by the polls, like 2 polls where that happen, him now the top favorite for inside of the matter. All right, so that one still there. So they don't check them out, say Peter Obi and their supporters. One of the things them where they work again. One of the things where they work for them, be say or scoff the influence they rise every day. But the other side of the matter, some people they raise the concern, say how far they still raise the matter of spread. Shingo spread the full place, some parts of the north, some parts of the country. How far, whether Ingo fit to penetrate or enter inside of those areas, win their vote over. Whether that one concern. Now the other concern where the people they get based on the matter, be say as the chick, because most of his supporters now from young people, young people would it be. All right, and if you check the demographics, how they share the voting arrangement, young people they there where we say they get good numbers inside of the 93, almost 93 plus million, 93 million plus registered voters. Now P2B gets more young supporters, young people they support them. So that based on that one, many people don't the reason I'm say based on how they be like young people fit make all the difference as it be. That one said they there. Now don't forget, make I just clear you quickly. Say for inside of 2019 general elections, about 9,464,924 registered voters now waiting them get. Now but this year for inside of 2023, so 93,469,008 eligible voters now in the on ground. Increased number of registrations, more people registered according to reports, more of young people. Now, but with some of the things where they work against, or when made people believe they work against P2B and the party, be saying how far, whether the question of structure, whether the question of spread, whether because we get 774 local governments for inside of Nigeria. And some people don't talk, say any party who want contest elections for inside of this country, presidential elections, guys find way to get structure, get people on ground for those 774 local government areas, where they be say with the wards. All right, and different wards get people when we say go work with them as either as party agents or they on ground grassroots mobilization. Many people don't raise concerns. Say based on that one, they don't know whether that one it is sustainable for Labour Party. That's not some of the things where they don't raise for inside of that side. Then you come talk about the candidates of the People's Democratic Party, the PDP. Now talk about experience. Now somebody who don't become vice president for inside of the country before. And then you can't talk about the other factors, you know. Many people don't talk say they're decisive if you do some kind of things, if you make some kind of changes. But many people don't raise concern against them. Some concerns where they don't still raise is still a hangover, you know. That one's still there. Then we can still get the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress will be Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, before governor of Lagos State, and of course him plus a running mate Kashim Shettima, two of them the Muslims. But many people don't raise that argument. But as they go now, that particular argument don't really get any impact on the elections because okay, make I not say don't get any impact, but you know that the deed has been done. Now two of them they go, okay, two of them they go under the party. So now that one, by the way, based on one or two. These two people, where they fly, will be the standard bearers of the APC. Now we will check them based on how it be. But before my guests enter inside the studio, my guests they close by. Before I enter inside of the studio, now make we check some of these things with it be. Some people who don't believe say yes. They know the records of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They know the things when he don't do for Lagos State. They know how he don't take run things for Lagos State. How even when he be the only face of opposition, how he take stand up where allocation no they come. Many things when he take do how he take the dogged, how he take the determined. Many things when they talk about them, good things when they talk about them. But they get some questions where still they over. They hover over a head and running mate ahead where people they wonder. So the platform when they run under APC, now the same platform where they empower right now when it be say things they happen for inside of the country. People they raise that concern, say how far now? But you know, some people don't come outside. Some Asiwaju supporters don't come outside. They talk say yes, in there the party APC, but him na different breed, na different species of human being when it be, he get something different to offer even within the same party of APC where they rule, where they in government right now. Say him get something different to offer to bring to the table if Nigerians go give him chance. That one day there. Now, people still raise the matter of some other issues, many things where people don't raise. When they be say they don't check, people can they wonder, say how it go take be for 2023? How it go. Now, don't forget, make I still mention one of the things they talk about their campaign messages for their manifesto. And now the APC, Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Kashim Shettima, they sell to Nigerians, say they want to give Nigerians renewed hope. Renewed hope. Say make the hope come alive. Now what did they sell? Now PDP. Now, among many things, PDP, they talk about restructuring. PDP, they talk about many other things that they bring to the table for their campaigns and their manifesto. Labour Party, they always talk about P2B. They mention, say, to move Nigeria from consumption economy to production economy. They always talk that one. Now, the practicality of these things is a different matter, but now waiting then they talk when then the campaign. So also don't come outside to talk, say him, they talk about insecurity, and get the experience as before Minister of Defense, and get the experience to handle the one way concern insecurity, to hold them down, to simmer everything down, to put everything under control. Say him, he equal to the task. Shebi, they see how all of these things they be. Shebi, they see. Right now, we stick on the check based on how they go. We want, I guess somebody will go follow us here. A road, the show. And when the show, we go close in on one of these candidates. All right, we'll close in on one of them. But before then, I should make a throw out some of these things for you. Make you understand how, make you get small idea, how these things take the beat and some of the things where they work for and against some of these candidates. Them, the APC candidate, the presidential candidate and the running mate, the PDP presidential candidate and the running mate, the Labour Party presidential candidate and the running mate, the NNPP presidential candidate and a scoff in running mates. Things where they work for and against them. All right. Now, what we don't check that. But now, make we talk about if we talk about the distribution, talk about the INEC distribution, where INEC come outside, talking about the population of registered voters and the demographics that now how they take share and based on where each person belong. Okay, and then this one now go fits still help you to know, or if it's this one and like a pointer. Then make you do your own analysis, know which group of people will most likely support which candidate. Because according to how they take breakdown, inside of that 93,469,008 registered voters, 054,162 of them will be 52.5% now male. Now, male registered voters. Then the female registered voters, to a reminder, 44,414,846 of them now female. That one means say now 47.5% now be female. Now you can't still break them down according by the work what did they do. The way when they take even break them down, they say youths. In fact, youths now get the highest figure. Talk about youths from 18 to 34, 37,060,399 will be 39.65% of the registered voters now be used. The elderly people, they 17,700,270 will be 18.94%. Talk about people from 50 to 69 years old. Now then they there. Now you can check the middle age where they 35 to 49. Then they 33,413,591. Now them be 35.75%. Just next to the youth category. The youth category now get the highest number of registered voters, 39%, like 39.65%. Middle age will be 35 to 49 years of age, the age range, The youth age range na 18 to 34. The middle age range na 35 to 49. That middle age so na them be 35.75%. Okay. Now the elders 18.94%. Then the old now 5.66%. Now how they take share them? Now they can still share registered voters, people living with disability, albinism, them there 21,150, autism, them there, Down syndrome, them there, physical impairment, all of them there, their categories, they divide them, deafness 6,159. They break everything down for us there. Now, but another one where they're very interesting now, people, the demography according by work where people they do. Now the artisans them there, the artisans then get 4,967,464 registered voters. We'll be saying at 5.3%. Now I'm going to talk about people that do business. 12,455,997. They get 13.3%. Civil servants there, and stuff. The highest, according by what people they do, the highest number now students get 26,027,481. Now then be the 27.8% of registered voters. Talk about students there, followed by the people when we say now housewives. Housewives, then they 13,006,939. Now then be 13.9%. Then business people and I'm follow next with 13.3%. Before you can talk about farmers and fishers and all of them. All right, so this now the breakdown of the demography. People will go vote according by what they do, according by people living with disability, according by the gender, and all of them. They don't break them down for us. Now, based on this breakdown and based on what the candidates they sell for their manifestos, how you go take the B and of course, which one you feel say you go take. Which one where you feel, say based on one or two, which area, which direction the votes go based on the ideologies where they done they sell so far. All right, so I tell you, so we'll close in on one of the candidates. We'll close in on one of them. We'll check one or two questions where people don't they ask. Make I drink small water. Make I arrange my guest. Make we enter inside. Make we yarn. This one at the big talk. They call me the chief priest. 8:32. I they come back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Citizen FM Abuja. Now we be the voice of the people. Citizen FM Abuja. Now we be the voice of the people. Make we join our hearts to build a nation of our dreams. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Your problem is my problem and my joy is your joy. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Make we join our hearts to build a nation of our dreams. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Your problem is my problem and my joy is your joy. Epa!
When you are young, life is so exciting. But what happens when you get older? Things start to slow down, and that is the wrong time to be broke. Everyone aspires to work and retire well, but millions of people just aren't saving nearly enough to give them the standard of living that they hope for when they do. But a pension plan makes up for this by providing financial protection when your energy is not what it used to be. You worked for your pension. Now your pension will work for you. Trust Fund Pensions Limited presents The Pension Pot. Listen to The Pension Pot and learn all you need to know about organizing your finances to live a rich, full life well into your latter years. Join me, Stanley Bentu, on The Pension Pot, as it comes your way every Wednesday at 2 p.m. only on Citizen FM 93.7. Trust Fund Pensions Limited is here to help you manage and grow your retirement savings so you remain prepared for uncertainties and are able to fulfill your post-retirement aspirations. The Pension Pot. Don't miss it.
I am Nigeria. I am Nigerian. I am a citizen. Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja.
All right, so sharply, still we there on top of the radio, Citizen FM 93.7. Check the time, 8:36. Now it's in time on the talk, and because of say time to move, our guest today road, but we say make we catch and make we block them for road because time nagaga. That we say don't block them halfway. Make we follow on the talk one-on-one on top of the phone line before in reach here. And of course, we talk about somebody. Hello, you there, sir? Hello? Confirm. I just say make I day sure say you did there. But make I just yes. Quickly, we there on top of the phone line with somebody when they be say one or two things. Strong man when they be say for a sort of political arrangement. So we want to check and make it give us one or two info. We'll talk about Engineer Michael Oluwagbemi, member of APC Presidential Campaign Council, and then I tell you, so they close down on one of the candidates. Talk about Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the APC, and somebody with us will be Engineer Michael. Ingo break things down for us, make we understand some of the concerns where people they get. Welcome, good morning to you there, Engineer Michael Oluwagbemi. Welcome.
I throw a salute to my people.
No be lie. We collect them, we chest them. Now, quickly, because of time, we'll make we rush. Now, your candidates, many questions they on ground. Nigerians, they raise concerns. Nigerians, they raise questions. Make I put them like questions. Many people, because we there on top of this radio every day. People they call, people they talk some things. Now, I want make I just re-echo some of the questions or some of the sentiments when people don't raise about the candidature of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and you being a member of the Presidential Campaign Council, you there in the best place to answer some of these questions based on how they be. All right, so quickly, make we talk about the one when we say it pop well. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Engineer Michael, na member of the APC when it be. APC now the same party where they in government right now. And many Nigerians, they complain about some of the things where they happen for government or where they happen for the country. Talk about new Naira policy, talk about fuel scarcity, all of those things. People, they wonder how it is possible, say the same Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be member of APC, will still help bring this particular government to power. How is it possible, say him, they try to detach himself, or people, they separate them from the party? How?
My people, I throw a salute, give them once again good morning to now. The matter be say, we all know, say, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu na performer when he be governor of Lagos State, when he did a long time ago for 1999 to 2007. So, and all the people where they run against them, at one point or the other, everybody where they inside, where they run right now, especially the three candidates, Asiwaju, Atiku,
Peter Obi,
and Kwakwanso, them don't do APC before,
right.
One way or the other.
Okay.
No, don't be say now only be APC member before. At least everybody don't be member of APC one time or the other. And Asiwaju, a whole thing where he know be say number one in la performer. So if you put performer for office, all of us know as life will be. Everybody know as Lagos be for 1999, and everybody know as Lagos can be today. See, Lagos don't better. So in they tell everybody say, as it matter bill, whether they like them or they don't like them, the people where they try make become president, people where they out there where they vote sabi who he be, and he know say when he reach power, he go do the right thing. Fuel scarcity never did for Nigeria for the past 7 years. All of us know say before under PDP, every day, every night, that's what we dey queue, we dey suffer. We also know say life no dey dey easy at all under them for 16 years. Why say now when election won't come reach? Now so first scarcity come dey show up again, everybody come dey experience and the thing no gree go. As what you say, waiting they happen. Say some people dey where they sabotage government efforts to provide fuel scarcity, so people go dey vex for EPC, so he ain't go lose matter. I say no, he no go agree. See, as matter be, whether you sabotage them or you don't sabotage them, when he reach power, he will solve this matter of fuel scarcity once and for all, so that everybody will get fuel.
All right. Make I come in there. Make I just come in there quickly. When you say in talk, yes, you true. In talk, I say people they try sabotage them, but now people where they right now the people they control of power are still APC. So how it take happen? Say Asiwaju can be like I don't know whether you go call them opposition inside the own party. Who they sabotage them inside the own party? Why you be like that?
No be party the wrong government. Make everybody understand as government they work. Party they elect president, you they elect House of Rep, you they elect Senate president. No be you go wrong government. Civil servant they civil servant are 5 million people now. There be all of them are APC member. On top civil servant self, people will go self well. Will be Petroleum Marketing Association. They be APC member. Truth be say, PDP don't dey power for 16 years. They don't give some people power too. So everybody get where again own power. So don't be say we dey talk say na APC they control whether you they chop in the morning or whether you chop for night. So you dey party in power no mean say you control everything for power now. Saboteurs go day. But we dey point out to everybody say despite the wahala where these saboteurs they give us. As Pepe jungle go when jungle mature, Nigerian people know say as you are doing a person we get the love of the people for us. Take this currency matter for example. As you are do as the matter not they born for January, tell everybody say this thing no go work. The man where they bring the currency matter na central bank governor, and as everybody remember that PDP choose him. Now PDP choose him for central bank. As you say, this man try run against them for primary for inside APC. APC say they don't want them. He carry APC go court. As he not gonna win, if they use the currency thing to stop and make reach power, that question as you ask. That's why everybody start to bring out all the matter with the man they do. But say this currency matter, he say common man to suffer. Make una no do am. He talk am early on when people like Atiku and Peter Obi they talk say make they do am, make they do am. Say nothing go matter. Say make they do am. As you say make they don't do am.
All right.
Say in a common man.
Okay.
In get for us. Say no be politics.
No be politics.
Matter reach last week now. Yes. When they extend them small, we president say make they extend them. As you go meet all the APC governor, 21 of them. All of them say make they extend them. Say make they don't do this currency matter now. When people they go election, people need to chop. People need to use their money to enter Okada. Send their picking go school. Again, the APC governor and Asiwaju now come together, do the right thing, talk the truth. With the article talk say make them extend down.
All right.
Now you say talk more.
All right.
So make everybody know say no be only person where they inside government they control wetin they happen.
For government.
Even the people where they be civil servants, they PDP, they APC, they Labour, all of them they NMPP too sometimes. So no be about opposition for inside government. Now just truth with the talk, and everybody knows say when it comes to the matter of who we support. And who we there with? Asiwaju don't deal with the common man, and he don't talk a long time day before the team pay him. People will won't use this currency matter for politics. Don't talk say the day against the common man.
The day against the common man. Okay, quickly, make I come in here now. On Saturday, Labour Party do rally for instead of Lagos State for TBS. We see reports, we hear reports of attacks on some of the Labour Party supporters. We hear reports of say people they go to TBS, either they machete them or they stone them or something, attack their vehicle, bust their windscreen. We see all those reports. Now people don't they raise this worry, say he gets some kind of affiliation or connection where Asiwaju gets with thugs or agberus or boss people for inside of Lagos. And this one will happen on Saturday, just be like saying a confirmation, say, Shena, wait till we go see be this, you know. So I don't know how you go address this particular matter now.
Make anybody no blackmail Asiwaju. Everybody get agberu for their camp. If you go Lagos, you get one guy where they call Jando, will be PDP candidate for Lagos State.
Okay.
They don't arrest two of his thugs where they try go shoot one other day for Lagos 2 weeks ago. Now Agbero boys.
Wow.
They carry gun. Even the social media they shoot. They be Jando people. They carry PDP flag. They carry everything. So how you gonna say Agbero na PDP or Agbero na APC or Agbero like civil servant? Agbero the right party affiliation for it.
No. Me they talk about.
Everybody stop.
And they talk specifically about the downfall and all of that. That system.
Anybody for inside downfall association of PDP, APC. And they see Kwakwazo people for inside Keke Napep now. They put Kwakwazo flag for inside there for the back of their Napep bus.
Okay.
Violent people, good people, they for both parties. So make everybody stop that blackmail. Asiwaju no support violence. Asiwaju now the one man where they this country when we dey fight for democracy, run come out when military they pursue him. He no go say he won't go do coup. Somebody like Atiku, he no green stand with the people for democracy after June 12th. People like Peter Obi, they do business that time. They do business with Abacha them. Now Asiwaju now fight for democracy. No being go scatter around with your hand.
Okay.
All the people where they talk when Buhari run 3-4 times, 3 times when he lose. Asiwaju tell us make you go carry gun, go fight. No, he tell us go back to the poll. Now true Democrats. No be say make everybody they blackmail Asiwaju. Everything Asiwaju. If they are picking no shit now Asiwaju. If they are picking no well,
watch our language. All right, make we watch our language. Okay, quickly, make we just tell, make we come in here now. Say some people with the government right now talk about the Speaker of the House of Rep, Femi Gbajabiamila. Talk about the Minister of Labor. The Minister of Power, Fashola, before Governor of Lagos State. Some of the people they worry, say, especially with waiting they see for Chatham House, when he move with certain people, delegate answers to certain people they worry, say, we they hear cabal for this government. If Asiwaju enter, Shebi we not go see another squad, another cabal again, we go still can take over. They run things behind the scene, especially because many people don't talk, say, it be like Asiwaju Baba don't try, Baba no be small boy again. So it be like, say, some people get that worry, say, cabal go there behind the scene. We go, especially some of the people that are already there in government, we go just hijack the government, they run things, it will be like another cabal again for in tenure. You know reason I'm like that?
Everybody made a go calm down. Where Asiwaju did Lagos, how many cabal run the government? No be Asiwaju find out all these young people where they call the wrong government, we come rise, including Nigerian Vice President. Tell me one person where Atiku don't find put inside government don't help progress for life. Tell me one person
Atiku don't help some people where they raise for government there.
As many, they don't reach Vice President level. They don't become Minister of Works. They don't become Minister of they don't become Attorney General. They don't do all the things where Asiwaju discover. People where don't even come from Lagos State where Asiwaju put for inside government. Which side they turn to Kaba? Make all of us they talk through. Make we they use our mouth. Asiwaju now employ people who come from Anambra. Make the government official for inside Lagos. Don't be the same man now come be the head of budget office for the whole of the Federation of Nigeria today. They talk about in one buzi. No, Asiwaju use current commissioner of infrastructure where the Kanu man where they inside Lagos. That no be good thing. Make we they talk through as people instead of everything Asiwaju. Whether they like him or not, if they like, make they talk say the man keep person self. They go see become president. No lie, no amount of lie they talk. They no feel lie. Now they talk about Kaba. All these people from Kaba for inside the government when they Lagos. No be Asiwaju they in charge of government as they elect them. You don't need to be Kaba. You don't need anybody to be Kaba. All you need is say you need people who get brain, we get love of Nigeria, we come from different parts of Nigeria. Asiwaju no go choose all ministers from one state.
All right. Now,
sorry. The right thing.
Sorry, go ahead. Yes.
You know, so make everybody stop this matter of Kaba. Say Asiwaju this. The only thing Kaba where Asiwaju get na cabal of Nigerians.
Cabal of Nigerians.
People we get paid. Right. Where people we go do the right thing by Nigeria.
All right.
And yet everybody they tell say Asiwaju don't hold. No be Asiwaju they do 3 campaigns for one night. Even on Saturday night they do campaign for inside this Abuja. When everybody don't go sleep. All the opponents, they go do one campaign. They say they young pass Asiwaju. They go do one rally for 1 week. Asiwaju go do 7 rally 1 week, 8 rally 1 week. They fly up and down.
Okay.
On Saturday night, he still do one rally for inside this Abuja. You see, the thing about people say, may they open their hair, may they shine their eye. The people where they talk this thing, half of themselves no get the kind of heads where Asiwaju get.
Okay, now
they don't put their mind. Say Asiwaju no be somebody who go feel all over.
Okay. Make I come in here quickly because of time. Because many people just believe, say, yes, Asiwaju don't dare around, you don't do some things, but people just believe, say, him still part of the system. When it be him not still part of the old breed of politicians when it still be. Now people they wonder if in come everything not gonna be business as usual. What will be the difference where in the bring? Because one of the reasons why people they support some of the other candidates, people they find option, people they find something else where will make the difference for inside of the country. What will be the different thing where Asiwaju they bring come table? Because many people believe they are now still the same. Now still
my brother, make nobody deceive you. Shine your eye, follow no road. You know if you solve problem where you know Sabi how the problem they formation. You know if you solve problem when you never confront demons before. Say these 4 people where they run so all of them never did government before.
They don't do government.
3 of them, Kwakwanso, Kwakwanso,
yes.
Obi, and Asiwaju, they don't do governor for 8 years.
Okay.
Atiku don't do vice president for 8 years.
Yes.
All of them don't get work for 8 years. Go see what they do when they get work, when they get power. That's what we ask. You rather stay inside Obi and Anambra or you go stay in Lagos?
Well, what in there be say? You there? Hello? Hello? All right. You they ask me whether I go rather day Anambra or Lagos. It depending on where anybody can live anywhere. You there? All right, we still talk with engineer Michael Oluwagbemi, Scoff now talk person from inside of APC. Now, one of the members of the APC Presidential Campaign Council. Now, based on many questions where people don't raise many questions about the candidature of this man, Webi Asiwaju. And we say, oh yeah, now some of those questions make we try inside the short time where we get, make we answer some of those questions shortly, make Nigerians themselves get idea how it be. Engineer, welcome back. You there?
Yes, I did here. I did around for one studio.
All right, so quickly, yes. Okay, you don't run for the studio. You don't even reach the studio. Oh, wow. All right, so just to come up, more just round up because of time. We get like 5 minutes, so but just till they come up, make we just round up quickly. So quickly, you get one point where you want to make, then I go give you the final point where you could just make before we round up. Go ahead. Yes, you in the talk. So, yes.
Are they talk and say everybody with the inside don't lead the government before?
Yes.
As we all know, I don't talk about which of the governments you go like day. You go there like day Lagos, or you go like day Anambra,
yes,
or you would like try day Kano, or you go try day for. We know the person will perform.
Yes.
So make we shine our eye as a people. Make we not go follow person when you know something waiting they do. That's what they talk.
All right. Finally, I want to make you also clarify Nigerians. Make Nigerian people understand how they take the B, because you don't talk many things. Whether you go day, Anambra, you go day. You don't talk many people. Many people they believe say this thing now about some people they reason are based on sentiment, tribal sentiment. So sentiment versus competence. All right. Some people don't talk say why did they support different candidates? Not because of sentiment, not because of say they come from the same place. Now based on what they go fit to do. Now make the supporter. You feel, for instance, you are from the southwest, and many of Asiwaju supporters, many of get different from different part of the country. Many are from southwest. You feel that the tribal card they play a part for inside of this matter. Quickly, hello.
Hello, I hear you.
Yes, I say whether you feel say the tribal card they play a factor for inside of the choice of Asiwaju by some people. Quickly, make we use that one. Take a round up now quickly because of time.
Me, I don't think say Nigerian people go fall for the trick of tribalism again. We all know say last whether you be Yoruba or you be Igbo or you be Hausa, now only Nigeria, now it matter. when no matter day, whether you dey suffer or you know they suffer, you don't care whether you be Yoruba or you be Hausa.
All right.
Sakpa catch you for Nigeria, you go suffer. So I think the Nigerian people don't wise pass down one. Some people won't use them, they won't use sentiment, they won't say, vote for Yoruba man because you be Yoruba man. Vote for Hausa man because you be Hausa man. Or Igbo man. I just say Nigeria don't go pass that one. For this election, tribalism no go really control the final answer.
All right.
Win.
All right. Thank you so much. 6 minutes before 9 o'clock, we've been done the talk with engineer Michael Oluwagbemi, a member of the APC Presidential Campaign Council on SCOF, and somebody when they be saying an analyst too when it be, and it on the lending voice. I tell you, say we go close down on one of these candidates, and now waiting we don't achieve. Thank you so much, engineer. As you give us your time this morning. All right.
Thank you, my people.
All right, so sharply, make we just here go bumpy on top of the big show 5 minutes before 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock with the entire side of newsroom. They call me the chief priest. Ezemmuoe. This one, Citizen FM 93.7. We're going to close down on some of these people as much as we go feed to make we get clearer picture, even as election they draw nearer. Before I go back on Gungu and then come out for studio, make I remember for you, say for this life, if you know pursue something, fit to pursue you because life, nagaga. They call me the chief priest. Make we do them again tomorrow. 6 o'clock in the morning, on top Super Citizen at sunrise. Good morning.
When you are young, life is so exciting. But what happens when you get older? Things